Welcome to the Drew Yari Show.
Spider-Man, enjoy the fame while it lasts.
Ooh, alrighty. Well, if you recognize that, that is from the 90s Spider-Man cartoon when Eddie Brock turned into Venom. And
Wow.
Kind of going with the theme of today's show, the Venom movie review.
Amazing. Stunning.
It's very stunning. It's almost groundbreaking.
My pussy is wet. Yes, it's just dripping.
Well, motherfucker, it's Venom, so it better be.
I mean,
So,
for
yeah.
Tom Hardy, though, god damn that man.
We get it, Devin. You're bi. We get it.
I don't care. That man's gorgeous, okay?
Yeah, he's pretty hot. So, I just realized you haven't been on the show in a month.
Yes, I know. Life.
Month and a half.
Yes.
So, yeah. Anyways, welcome to the show. You already know who that guy is. You already know who this guy is.
Yeah.
So, yeah, So, Venom came out this week, if you guys don't already know.
Wow. You don't have to hold the viewer's hand there.
Kind of have to. And
Someone has to hold your hand, dummy.
I'd like you to hold my hand.
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna kill myself and jump off the balcony.
All right, anyways, going with the news. Before the movie hit it big, or before the movie came out in theaters, it was subject to very unfavorable reviews.
Yeah.
A lot of people comparing it to Catwoman.
No.
Jonah
No.
Hex,
I never seen the movies. I have no opinion on that.
and Fantastic Four.
Not even close.
And,
Watching a pile of dirt is better than Fantastic Four.
and I'm talking about the reboot, not the Chris Evans one.
We're talking about the one that we don't speak of. Yes, I know which one you're talking about.
Yep.
Four stick.
So, basically those were kind of the reviews. And of course there were mixed reviews on the side with people saying it's actually enjoyable. It's not too bad. Tom Hardy does a good job in it, which I don't think anyone would have doubted that because he can act. He's a good actor. He's also pretty funny in it. The other cast, I guess we can jump into the review already. What was, as far as Venom goes, because you already told me that you liked it and that it had, and that it had its errors. What was your highlights and your lowlights of the movie? Starting with the highlights.
I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to start with the lowlights because there's only one.
Okay.
So the lowlight. So the thing that pissed me off the most, the very beginning, the symbiote that went to the old woman in, was it Thailand? Taiwan?
I believe so.
One of those countries. It attached up to an old woman, and it took this thing 6 months to get to the States. Really? That's a bit much. That was annoying. I was like, really? It took you 6 months to find your way across the planet? It was dumb to me. That's my only complaint. That's literally my only complaint.
Well, there was a lot of walking involved, so.
Yeah, especially, not really. He attached himself to a little girl and flew on a plane. So obviously it wasn't.
I don't know, maybe he was just going through all of the Asian countries But yeah, go ahead, keep talking.
Highlight, my favorite was the end credit scene.
Yeah, I think we all kind of saw it coming because I told you before, somebody spoiled it for me, and
Oh, I didn't know. All I know is that they were keeping it top secret. I'm like, it's either one of two things: Spider-Man or Carnage. And I got what I want with Carnage.
so
With Woody Harrelson playing Carnage. Was it Woody Harrelson?
Woody, yeah,
Woody.
I kind of saw that coming because when they announced that he was going to be involved in the movie, somehow I was like, is he going to be Carnage?
He fucking better be, and thank God he was.
Because it's Cletus Cassidy. He's a fucking redneck serial killer psychopath. And with Woody Harrelson, that's his bread and butter. He's played roles like that before. Natural Born Killers.
Yeah.
So he can play a psychopath. Yeah, that post credit scene, I liked it. I mean, he doesn't come out and say I'm Cletus Cassidy or he becomes Carnage. He just says the words, "There's going to be carnage."
Do you know exactly who it is with the red hair? Anyone with half a brain that knows comic books knows who it is.
Well, I mean, explain that to like the casual viewer. You know what I mean? But like,
I think the casual viewer would be going seeing Venom by themselves without a comic book reader with them.
Well, no, I knew who that was. Red hair, psychopath, and he says Carnage. It's like, come on. It's like, oh, that's really Green Goblin. No, fuck you. But, yeah, the post-credit scene was good, and then there was another post-credit scene that was promoting Into the Spider-Verse.
Which I am so ready for.
I mean,
the animated Spider-Man movie, I'm like, yes.
Yeah, I'm definitely watching that when it comes out.
Christmas Day.
But I don't know, I would have wanted something else that actually pertained to Venom.
I mean, it pertains to Venom. Kinda. Maybe.
Well, I mean, it says, meanwhile, in another universe.
I mean, it's a multiverse. Duh.
So is that how you get Venom to cross over with Tom Holland?
Maybe. You know it's going to happen.
I mean, it kind of has to. Because the
only people that can tell them no is Disney.
Well, supposedly the reason why they made it PG-13 Well, supposedly the reason why they made it PG-13 was so they can do a crossover with Disney.
Well, well, that's true, because Disney hasn't done a rated R Marvel movie yet. Granted, they just got Deadpool, so that Deadpool might be their first.
And the owner of Disney, or the CEO of Disney, pretty much said Deadpool is going to stay the way it is.
Hell yeah. Someone made a crackpot idea of one of the reviewers I watched. They're like, I want to see a Venom and Deadpool movie. And I'm over here like, I didn't ask for that, but I want it now.
It's like, that's not exactly something I wanted in the first place, but now
I'm glad I heard it, because now I want it.
Yeah, because it's not the first time Deadpool's crossed over with a Spider-Man villain. He did the Deadpool versus Carnage.
Yeah, that was a thing.
And in the end, Deadpool kills Carnage by playing really loud dubstep music.
Yes.
That
cat, though.
I told my friend that, and his reaction was, "Fuck you, Andrew."
Mew. This cat. I know, you're just adorable. Anyway, but the end credit scene was a highlight. The way Carnage and Eddie argued back and forth.
I like that dynamic of Tom Hardy, but Eddie Brock in the suit.
Yeah,
that was actually funny because there's that one scene where Venom's telling Brock, Brock, now jump out that window, and then Brock's just like, no, I'm straight, and then he decides to wait for the elevator, and you hear pussy. And the whole relationship is just Venom telling Brock he's a loser and he's a piece of shit, and then in the end they become best friends.
Yeah.
So, I mean, to a guy who actually read, Spider-Man and like Venom comics, was that ever a thing in the comics?
No, Venom didn't do any of that. Venom didn't really conversate like that, like go off of Eddie's Eddie's body and like talk to him. So that was a new thing that they did in the movie, but I'm perfectly okay with that.
I mean, it kind of makes sense. You want to do the whole, I guess, odd couple concept of a movie, and
yeah,
I don't know. That I liked. What was your whole overall view of like how the actual Venom looked?
I was perfectly happy with it. I liked it. I mean, the CGI was pretty good.
The CGI was good. The voice, when you look back, it sounds like the villain from was it Inspector Gadget?
I don't know about that.
I'll get you next time, Gadget. Next time.
That seems a bit much, but okay.
Oh, fuck, I hurt my voice doing that.
Oh, dude, you need to quit sucking all them dicks.
Hey, I'm sucking your dick.
Please don't. That's just... I'm gonna barf.
You barf or ejaculate? I'm like...
That's pretty gay, Drew. It's pretty gay.
That's coming from a gay guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's pretty gay.
Whatever, you're just discriminatory.
Also, another good highlight was She-Venom.
Yeah, which was like, what, 10 seconds? But it was pretty interesting.
It was badass.
What did you think about the other... Or, actually, there wasn't really any other symbiotes. There was She-Venom, obviously Venom, and then there was Riot.
Yeah.
Which...
Riot was pretty cool.
Riot was cool, but the villain, I thought, was kind of boring and very one-dimensional.
Yeah, he was.
He was too calm, and he didn't really have a villain voice. Because he was just like, find me my symbiote. Find it. Where's Eddie Brock? Release the symbiote.
I think that... Are you talking about the 20-year-old super genius?
What? Riz Ahmed, that's his name?
Yeah. That character was more of a sociopath or a psychopath than anything else, and how he can just be perfectly okay and have no empathy with killing homeless people just so he can have his experiment. So I think they did pretty well on that character. I mean, it might have seemed one-dimensional, but yeah, he was straight up like a sociopath or a psychopath.
Was the Life Foundation ever a thing in the comics?
I don't. I don't know. Let me Google that right quick. That I don't know. I think so. Yeah, that is a thing. The Life Foundation. The Life Foundation was a thing, or is a thing.
And that character...
That's the foundation that got Venom and stuff in the first place and all that kind of crap.
And that character, Carlton Drake, he was a character in the comics, right?
Carlton Drake? Yes. He was the leader.
Alright. So,
I think he was an old white guy, though.
Basically, a lot of the characters in this movie were, like, actual characters, like, straight out of the material. But as far as, like, the background, the movie changed it.
Pretty much.
So, because, I mean, Tom Hardy, we'll just kind of get into Tom Hardy. He did a good job. I don't think there was any doubt that he wouldn't do a good job or whatever, but I think the one thing that people just can't get past is his accent.
It didn't bother me. It did not bother me at all.
It didn't bother me either, but it was just kind of like, it was kind of something that was kind of hard not to notice. Where he just sounded like 1920s New Yorker on the east side. And I don't know, like, I wouldn't say I would recast him, but I probably would have chosen maybe someone else that could land those, one-liners that he tried to land.
Recast Eddie Brock?
Yeah.
No, disagree. I disagree. 110%. Disagree.
I mean, because we're me and Betty, we both saw it, and we're talking about, if we had to recast him with anyone who we recast. I was just like, we came down to two people. One was Jake Gyllenhaal, and she agreed that he would have made a great Venom, or a great Eddie Brock / Venom. And another choice I chose was kind of someone who maybe looks like Eddie Brock a little bit, is Chris Pine.
I don't like either one of those.
Why not?
Because Jake Gyllenhaal, I like him as an actor, but he doesn't scream Venom. He doesn't scream Eddie Brock at all. Now, Chris Pine is, I can see a little more, but even then, that's not his, forte of a role that he usually takes. And I really can't see Chris Pine as that either. So those two, I don't think they'd be that much of a fit at all.
Here's another name, and he can play crazy. Ryan Reynolds. If Ryan Reynolds was if Deadpool never existed, or if Ryan Reynolds chose Venom over Deadpool, do you think he could pull it off?
I think he could. I like that choice better than the other two.
It's or you can just be lazy and just cast Josh Brolin and everything.
I mean, and there also is a Venom pool.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Deadpool gets the Venom symbiote at one point, so
they pretty much
a fucking monster.
They pretty much just gave everybody a symbiote in the comics.
Well, I mean, they had the Venomverse, so yeah, literally everybody had one from different multiverses. A Deadpool, a Gwenpool, Doctor Strange, Captain America, Groot, Hulk had one. That's terrifying.
Yeah, that is pretty fucking terrifying.
The Doctor Strange one was probably one of my favorites. I did a video on that.
Ooh,
Top 5 favorite Venom multiversal symbiotes that attached themselves to different heroes.
I gotta ask you something. Why am I echoing?
Probably because I don't have my headphones on. But even then, it shouldn't echo because I don't have my mic right next to my computer. So.
Okay, never mind. I gotta ask you something after we're done with the review. It's a little off topic, but let's just kind of stay on track for a bit. Yeah. Tom Hardy did a good job. Other than the accent, he did a really good job. He was actually kind of funny in it. How he becomes Venom is obviously different than the comics. He basically, and we're not going to do our usual movie review where we go from scene to scene or whatever. We're just going to kind of just go in bits and pieces. But he doesn't get the symbiote suit, from Spider-Man having a symbiote suit, I guess, melted off of him by the church tower bell.
Yeah.
And then Eddie Brock is just conveniently there at the moment.
Yeah.
He gets screwed over by Carlton Drake for trying to expose him on live TV. And then he breaks into he has help from Jenny Slate's character, who gets him into the Life Foundation. Yeah. He sees this homeless woman that he knew, who was being tested with the symbiote. And she breaks out and attacks him, and then, I guess, injects him with the symbiote.
Yeah.
He runs home, and then he hears Venom's voice in his head.
Yep.
And then that's when the security from the Life Foundation comes after him, and they have a big old fight. And in the end, that's when Eddie officially becomes Venom, which, when that moment happened, Betty was squeezing my hand. Because it's the first time in about 11 years that we finally see Venom on screen.
And actually a good one. Yeah.
And a good one, too. One that actually calls himself Venom.
Yeah.
Unlike Topher Grace's one.
That says it correctly. We are Venom. Yeah. Hands down.
Yeah, because didn't Topher Grace's say, I am Venom?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
If I remember correctly, as he did. And I was like, that's wrong.
That is wrong.
It's we are Venom. Get educated.
Excuse me, that is wrong, sir. But yeah.
Also, the Stan Lee cameo was funny.
Like that's when you knew the movie was good because Stanley appeared.
Heck yeah, he doesn't appear just for everything.
Yeah, yeah. At the end of the movie, he just says, hey, you should go get her back.
Yeah.
So.
And then Venom wanted to eat his dog.
Ooh, that tasty dog.
Yeah. Stan Lee, obviously he's picky because he wasn't in the last Fantastic Four movie.
I don't think they allowed him to be in it, though.
It was with the X-Men. Yeah. If y'all don't know, the last Fantastic Four movie was supposed to be with the X-Men, but for whatever reason, Stan Lee did not make a cameo in it, which I don't blame him. That was a fucking shit.
Because I don't think they asked him to be in it. Because I think he even said that the reason why the movie wasn't good, like jokingly, was because he wasn't in it.
I mean, like true.
Because he was in the Chris Evans Fantastic Four movies.
Yes, he was.
He was even in the Incredible Hulk that came out in 2003.
That's true.
The Eric Bana one, and that one sucked.
Yeah, that one was. We don't talk about either one of them. I didn't like either one of them.
I think the only Marvel movies other than that he hasn't made cameos in was Blade, all the 3 Blade movies, and Ghost Rider. I think.
I think he might have been in the first one. I don't know if he was in the second.
So yeah, or the Punisher.
Oh, that's true. He wasn't in the Punisher.
The 2 Punisher movies, Warzone.
Yeah.
Or Elektra, which I just remembered that was a thing.
I mean, yeah, Elektra was a thing. Bullseye.
Daredevil.
The movie? I think he was.
I think he made a cameo in.
Did Stan Lee make a cameo on Daredevil?
Yeah, I believe so. Let me just pull this up.
I forgot they were that thing, actually.
I think he was. I think he did.
Okay, come on.
But anyway, all in all, Venom was a good movie, and so far it's made $80 million domestic and $205 million worldwide.
Dude, Stanley.
As far as money, it's making the dough.
Yeah, it's making an ass ton of money, but last time I checked, it was a 30 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Well, Chris can go suck it, because I'm sure obviously people are watching it and liking it. So,
well, you know what I think? I think it's because that the superhero movies, primarily Marvel that have came out, have been so good that the critics and also us, well, not really so much us, the critics, they kind of see everything in more of a higher standard and expect it to be, better and have better acting and better, storytelling. When they see someone like this, they just think, well, it's not up to our Oscar-winning standards, so no.
Granted, Venom isn't on par with. It's not like MCU level, but it's not that far away from it.
Yeah. Stan Lee did a cameo in Daredevil.
On Rotten Tomatoes, it's a 32% right now, critic-wise, and then audience, 89% of people liked it.
And also another interesting fact, he didn't create Ghost Rider, therefore he was not cameoed in it.
Well, he didn't create. Wait.
He was, and it says here he was going to have a cameo in Blade, but he ended up not being able to make it.
Hmm.
So yeah, there you go.
Interesting.
But yeah, Venom is making a dick ton of money, but the critics, for whatever reason, think it's hogwash.
They can think it's hogwash all he wants, but money speaks better words.
And there's obviously going to be a sequel.
I mean, hell yeah, there better be.
And from the way it looks like it's going to be Maximum Carnage.
Supposedly, in August, the studio confirmed a crossover Spider-Man and Venom by saying that they are already in the same universe, so what So without giving too much away, we are looking forward to the two of them eventually facing off in the future. In the same month, Hardy revealed that he signed on for 2 more Venom movies.
Yeah.
So that is going to be a trilogy.
I think I might have talked about that a while back. Also, what's your take on this whole thing about Lady Gaga fans trying to sabotage the movie?
I don't know why they're complaining. They don't need to sabotage it. Her movie's going to do good anyway.
Yeah, I just looked at the Rotten Tomato review. A Star Is Born. A Star Is Born has a 90% fresh score. So that movie's probably going to get nominated for an Oscar.
Probably.
Lady Gaga is probably going to get an Oscar nomination. So
Probably.
Why do her fans need to protect her from this vile symbiote known as Venom?
I don't know. People obviously not having faith in the movie, which I think the movie's doing just fine, if not better. And people are loving it just the same. Critics and fans. So I don't know why people need to do that.
Yeah, because I'm not going to lie, I actually want to see it again.
What, Venom? No, you saw A Star Is Born, right?
No. I read the plot summary on Wikipedia. When it comes to movies I have no interest in seeing, I'll just read the plot summary. And A Star Is Born is depressing as fuck from the way it sounds.
It's one of those movies that you just go in, you know you're going to cry and die a little inside.
Pretty much, because it's a remake of an original movie.
Yeah. It's an old movie. The original one, anyway.
So, I mean, I like Bradley Cooper. I don't hate Lady Gaga. You know, I'll probably watch it when it comes out, like, on a streaming service, but I'm not going to go pay money to watch it.
Yeah. I mean, this is Bradley Cooper's directorial debut.
Yeah, because before that, he's actually, you know what? He's actually helping produce Joker.
All right.
Originally was going to be Martin Scorsese. And he dropped out, and Bradley Cooper decided to join on. Todd Phillips, the director, is actually... He directed the Hangover movies.
Ah.
So, I can imagine this movie will be a hard R.
Probably.
Maybe not a hard R, but... I don't know. Do you think a Joker movie would have to be rated R?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I don't like when people say, "Oh, it has to be rated R," because just because it's rated R doesn't mean it's going to be good. If it's rated R, not necessarily, because you could say it's all rated R and it's complete garbage. Well, let's say if the same film is PG-13 and it's fantastic. So I don't really go by, oh, you can't have this character move without it being rated R, because that's just stupid. Because if you have to do PG-13, it's called getting creative with it.
Story.
Well, when you look at when you looked at Heath Ledger's Joker, that was like very kind of borderline rated R.
Yeah. And also a PG-13 movie.
It's kind of like you see the Joker going into a room with someone tied up to a chair, and then he closes the door laughing, and all of a sudden you hear screaming. That's kind of, borderline rated R, because it's like, I don't necessarily have to see it, I can just imagine it in my head what he's doing.
I mean, granted, that Joker shot a pencil in someone's eyeball by slamming their head against the table, so...
I mean, that's fucking rated R. That's close to rated R.
That's on the line, on the cusp of, being rated R.
Yeah, but
will be rated R. Most likely, probably will be rated R. I'll be surprised. But is it have to be? No.
I'm not saying it can't be done. It can be done.
Well, because this Joker movie's not going to have anything to do with the DCEU, and also Todd Phillips is not above doing kind of those dirty, kind of over the top adult jokes. Because you remember. In Hangover, he has that line with Bradley Cooper where he's calling Ed Helms, paging Dr. Faggot.
Yeah.
Not to say Joker has to call somebody a faggot, but, You can make it rated R without having to make it too, like, gory and over the top.
Yeah, it'll probably be rated R.
Not like fucking Rob Zombie's, I have to show everybody getting their limbs cut off rated R.
Hey, some of them are fun.
Rob Zombie sucks. I'm sorry. I can't stand
The only
him.
movies I like from Rob Zombie are this Halloween, the first Halloween remake he did. I enjoyed that. The second one was just weird.
The first one was okay. Okay, I'll give you that. And also, Devil's Rejects, I think, was good.
Yeah, they're making a sequel to that.
And everything after that is kind of garbage.
31 is just a gore fest.
Basically. So. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Don't listen to Jeremy.
But yeah, what's your overall rating of Venom?
Well, overall rating of Venom out of 10. A solid 8.
Okay. I'd give it. I'll go with the same rating, 8 out of 10.
See, you can have a good Venom movie and not have it be. Okay, even though at some points I'm like, it should have been rated R because they really pushed the limit on like him biting his head.
His character, though, they would to get his.
You
literally saw people get their heads bit off in this movie.
It should have been rated R. I think it would have benefited better if it was rated R.
Maybe humor wise.
No, because Venom's a violent character, and he only killed literally 3 people in this movie.
Yeah, whereas he would have killed almost everybody.
Venom's not Carnage. First off, Venom is very selective on who he kills. He doesn't kill just anybody.
I know that.
If you piss him off, he's gonna kill you.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is that with the violence would have benefited better if it was rated R.
No, granted, they bring in Carnage. That's a totally different story.
Oh, if they bring in Carnage, you better fucking make that rated R. Do not even hesitate.
Make that rated R, or you make that questionably. Why is this PG-13?
If it's PG-13, then that movie's gonna suck.
Oh no! If it's PG-13 with Carnage, and I'm like, I better be sitting there thinking, why is this PG-13? This is obviously rated R.
Yeah,
because Carnage will rip people to shreds.
And Carnage is like kind of a larger-than-life character in a way.
Yeah.
Because correct me if I'm wrong, can he like turn himself into a building?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So, I mean that movie probably won't come out for a while.
Probably.
But because the next Sony Marvel movie is Morbius the Living Vampire.
I'm here for that too. I like Morbius.
What's your overall view of Morbius the Living Vampire?
I like him. I got introduced to him through the cartoon in the 90s from Spider-Man. And I like the idea that he doesn't suck blood, he sucks life from people.
I was kind of worried where you were going to go with that suck.
He has these mouths on his hands that he just sucks the life force out of you. I like that. So the fact that they're making a movie about it, I'm like, I'm here for it.
And what about Jared Leto playing Morbius?
I think he is going to do fine. Because I don't think, obviously with Warner Brothers, I don't think they gave him a chance to play the Joker since most of his scenes were cut. So I think with this one, he could actually go out and play a weird character and actually go all in with it. Because Morbius is a bit weird. So.
Well, Jared Leto supposedly said that filming this movie won't get in the way of him playing the Joker.
Hey, do both.
Because they already finished the script for a Joker and Harley Quinn movie.
I'm here for that too.
Because originally there was going to be 2 Joker movies, with one with Jared, one with Joaquin, and I think they changed Jared Leto's to him in a Harley Quinn movie.
Ooh, yeah.
because and I think Harley Quinn was supposed to have her own movie, but I think they changed it to that too, because she's going to be in Gotham City Sirens.
Which I'm excited for that too. I've been wanting that forever. Give me some Poison Ivy.
Yeah, they haven't cast Poison Ivy yet. They cast 3 other roles. They cast Black Canary.
Yeah, that's right. I'm excited for that. The actress they chose is a pretty good choice.
Yeah, when I saw that choice, I was just like, and it's not because she's mixed. It was more just like, I don't know. But then, someone showed like fan art of her as Black Canary. I'm like, okay, I can see it. And then Ramona Flowers cast as Huntress.
Yes.
That's
a difficult. I mean, that's not a difficult choice, but that one's an odd choice because that actress is not known to do big roles like this.
I mean, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, that was kind of a big role.
Well, that's probably her biggest role. That or the prequel to The Thing.
Well, if you notice, that's the difference between DC and Marvel. DC will cast kind of very, very, very unknown actors and make them household names. With Gal Gadot, no one really knew who she was. I mean, if you didn't watch the Fast and Furious movies, you didn't know who she was, and now she's an icon. Jason Momoa, if you didn't watch Game of Thrones, which you gotta be living under a rock not to watch it, you didn't know who he was, and now he's a icon. Same thing with Ezra Miller. Not many people know who he is. Marvel will cast. Marvel is more known for giving, second chances to actors.
Yeah.
Like Michael B. Jordan, Chris Evans, Robert Downey Jr., and made them household names. But I guess that's kind of DC's process. But they cast what's her name? Rosa Mendez as Renee Montoya.
Ooh, yeah.
Or I might be getting her name wrong because that's the guy from fucking Princess Bride. Let's see. I'll look it up later. Who cares? But what were we talking about that led to? Oh yeah, we're talking about Morbius Living Vampire.
Yeah.
Yeah, that apparently is going to start production pretty soon. They haven't said when.
So wow, Jared Leto will be the first actor to be in a active DC and Marvel role at the same time.
Very true. Because there's been actors that that they've crossed worlds and
gone back and forth, but never at the same time actively.
I mean, Josh Brolin is probably the first guy to be in 2 different companies for the same company.
True.
With Fox and Disney, but they're both with Marvel. Jared's the first guy to be doing 2 different roles for 2 different comic book companies.
Yeah.
So that's pretty interesting. So we'll see how that works. It's not like I don't want the movie to do well. It's just you're always going to be skeptical because Morbius, we know more from the Spider-Man cartoon, but we don't know him as like
odd character. So.
Yeah, he was a pretty odd character, Michael Morbius. So go ahead.
Just the fact of making a movie for Morbius was weird, and I'm like, oh, that's an odd decision. I'm okay with that. Experiment, please, may it be good. Thank you.
Well, they're also making a Kraven the Hunter movie.
I'm excited for that. Oh my god, Kraven the Hunter? That's one I want.
So does that mean he's not going to be in the MCU?
I mean, who's to say these movies aren't in the... Obviously, Venom is.
Well, you know what? When they were talking to Eddie Brock, or when Eddie Brock was talking to Michelle Williams, she had mentioned that he had a falling out in New York.
I mean, it's the same way that they're making all the canon in Dragon Ball.
In Dragon Ball Z. Fucking Broly.
So, which I haven't watched that trailer yet. I need to.
Oh, yeah. The DBZ movie.
So, that was originally, like, the idea behind that was originally supposed to be like a Saiyan origin movie, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Which, that would have been interesting, but this is this is, that's I'm okay with the Broly idea. But yeah, it's weird because Kevin Feige and the director of Venom, said that he never talked to Kevin Feige like at all, about this movie.
Uh-huh.
And Amy Pascal, who's I think like the head of Sony or the head of their like media division, she kept going back and forth anytime they asked her if Venom is in the same universe, and she said, "Yes, it is. No, it isn't. Yes, it is. No, it isn't." So
it is. It's probably one of the contract things they have going on. I'd be shocked if it's not. They'd be missing an opportunity.
I mean, you kind of have to, because isn't it the reason why you are working with Marvel in the first place? Because you were struggling.
They're working with Marvel because Marvel won Spider-Man, and they paid a big sum of money for it to share the character.
Would you be surprised if Marvel was behind the scenes, like secretly getting Spider-Man back?
Well, that'd be a tough job. Because unlike most of the characters that they got back from studios, Sony actually owns part of the character itself, Spider-Man.
Mm.
They don't own just like the rights of the films. They own actually part of the character itself.
Well, Sony, I think we talked about this before. Sony was trying to sell their media division, or they're thinking about selling some of their. Supposedly, they've been struggling for a while ever since the whole Sony email scandal that happened like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And then when they had to, what was that movie with James Franco and Seth Rogen? I think it was called The Interview or something like that.
Yeah.
Where it was going to come out, but then they decided to not release it, but then they decided to release it on Netflix.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Sony's kind of under a microscope. But
yeah,
but you and me already agreed, Venom's worth watching.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
hands down.
I mean, it's other people want to say, well, Spider-Man 3 got a better review. No, shut up. Just don't ever bring that movie up ever again.
No, it doesn't exist.
Doesn't exist. So, is there anything else you want to go over?
Not really for the podcast now.
For the podcast, yeah, I think that's really about it. We already covered what we need to cover about the show, or about the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And you said you needed me on Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
So I'll just text you about that. We won't talk about it on here. Yeah,
Wednesday night we're having a meeting with everyone that's part of as the ICE channel or whatnot, because we're going to go over stuff currently happening and stuff that's going to happen. And we got another person that joined, so we're going to catch them up on everything. A friend of mine.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Did you want to do some quick plugs?
Go watch my YouTube channel.
It's
Ice.
Ice. Oh fuck! I forgot. I was gonna ask you something. When is what is it? Issue 2 of Soldier Supreme supposed to come out?
Give me a second. Oh fuck! I think this month. I just don't know when exactly. Sometime this month. I know that.
Because you suggested that to me, and I was kind of skeptical about it. I read it, and I fucking loved it.
Hell yeah, it's so fucking good. Alright, so issue 2... okay, I guess there isn't. I thought there was an issue 2. Is there not? I don't know. I know there is, I just don't know. It's not showing up on the Marvel thing. So, I will probably... Actually, I'm going to just Google it. Copy it. Google. One of two, yes. There's 2 issues. The second one comes out Oh, where are you? Hello? Oh, issue 2. It comes out October 24th.
Nice.
There you go. The second one of that comes out October 24th. Second and last issue of the Soldier Supreme.
I like the way it ended.
I know, right?
Because, like, anyone that doesn't know, they basically changed Steve Rogers' past, but instead of being, Captain America, he's Captain America mixed with, Doctor Strange, and his name is Steven Rogers.
Yeah.
And instead of having a shield, he has like pretty much a magic shield.
Yeah.
And Bucky is now Wong. And Red Skull is
Dormammu. Not Dormammu. Yeah, Dormammu and Red Skull.
There you go.
Red Dormammu.
Dormammu. It's really interesting. It would be weird to explain, but it's really good. If you're a fan of Cap, if you're a fan of Doctor Strange, like we both are,
yeah,
then check it out. Give it a quick read. You can buy it, or you can go to getcomics.com. I'll even leave the link at the end of the show.
And also read Infinity Wars, the new one, because it explains how Soldier Supreme and some of these other mashup characters happened.
Oh, I keep forgetting things I'm going to ask you. And we'll leave off with this. Did you watch the Daredevil trailer for season 3?
Not yet. I saw it. I saw it existed. Why is it good?
It's fucking insane.
Any new characters pop
up? Bullseye.
Finally, about damn time you show up.
Bullseye's in it. Kingpin comes back. You've read Daredevil comics before, right?
Briefly, yes.
Are you familiar with the Born Again storyline?
Yes, of course.
So yeah, this is kind of like what it's vaguely based off of, or like kind of like smallly based off of.
Hell yeah!
Because they showed at the end of Iron Fist season 2, they had like a teaser trailer where he's in a confessional saying, "I'd rather live as a devil than die as Matt Murdock." So, and there's kind of there's little tiny whispers that Punisher might appear for like a brief second.
Okay.
Where Daredevil's saying, darkness only responds to darkness, and then Punisher will tell him, hey, that's my job. Like, that's not you. In other words, he's reminding him of who he really is.
Okay.
Like, Daredevil's Daredevil, Punisher's Punisher. But,
yeah.
Basically, in the new trailer, it's insinuated that Kingpin hires Bullseye to go after Daredevil. And
I would believe it.
He somehow is able to, I guess, either steal or make his own Daredevil costume and gives it to Bullseye. And because Daredevil doesn't wear the actual costume, he goes back to the old school, black.
The old school black one.
Yeah, and then he's fighting what looks like Daredevil, but it's really Bullseye dressed as Daredevil. And he's going around town, killing people, like really hurting people dressed as Daredevil, so Wilson Fisk can come on and say, Daredevil's the bad guy, I'm the good guy here. Huh? Huh? You get it? Huh? He's bad.
Freaking Fisk.
So, this, it premieres October 19th.
Hell yeah.
And I believe Punisher Season 2 might come out at the end of the year.
Yeah. Probably November or December, something like that.
And next Friday is the premiere of Titans.
Next Friday's what?
The premiere of Titans, the Teen Titans show.
Oh, yeah. I heard it's okay, but it's not what you think.
Yeah, basically the whole idea around it is that Robin despises Batman, which, like you pointed out many times, that's Jason Todd. That's not Dick Grayson. Dick Grayson I guess, is a little upset at Batman because he didn't want to, hide in his shadow, but he wasn't pissed off at Batman. He doesn't hate Batman. So
they got characters. They're mixing characters here, and it's a little weird. I mean, I don't hate it, but it's that's the wrong Robin. But okay.
Yeah, because they brought in Tim Drake, and there's a trailer that came out where Dick met Jason, and Jason's talking, saying, "Hey, I'm the new Robin. I get to drive the Batmobile," and blah blah blah. And then Dick looks at him and goes, "He lets you drive the Batmobile?"
Ouch.
So I'll watch it. I don't know if I'll pay $7.99 for this DC app to watch it, but I'll watch it somehow. Yeah, New York Comic Con was this week, so they showed a bunch of new shit. They showed footage from the new Hellboy.
I know. I'm waiting for that to hit the internet when they release that trailer. Because right now the audio is the only is popped up.
Yeah, the audience that was in attendance, they fucking were screaming in happiness.
I am waiting. I want to see Mila Jovovich as the villain. Blood Queen, Blood Witch. I can't remember what character it is.
They showed that. They showed a 5-minute trailer for Aquaman.
I saw that and I was like, I didn't think it was going to go in that direction, but I'm like, okay, I'm here.
All right, here's a question about trailers. Do you think, as far as the Marvel and DC stuff, they should be that long?
If it has a point, yes. If it's just, oh, look at our flashy shit, and it has no point, no excitement and shit, I say no. But if it has a purpose, and obviously it had a purpose in the sense of people saw the first trailer of Aquaman, and they were like, oh, okay. I don't think people were that excited about it, but this trailer, I wasn't that excited about it. I was like, I'm going to go see it, but I'm like, eh. But the 5-minute one, I was like, holy fucking shit.
Yes. Yeah, because comic book writer Mark Millar, he was doing comparisons with that in any Marvel trailer. He said, this Aquaman trailer puts any Marvel trailer to shame and makes it look like a 70s Incredible Hulk trailer.
That's a bit of a stretch, but...
I mean, I wouldn't go that far because I responded to him, and he's obviously not going to respond back, but I just said, yeah, DC kind of has this knack for putting out really good trailers that look better than the movie.
But, true.
I mean, obviously with the exception of Wonder Woman, anything else that's come out, Suicide Squad, Batman v Superman.
I will still defend that movie to the day I die.
You're on very thin ice.
I will debate all day on how much I enjoyed the fuck out of that movie.
It was an abortion.
It was an abortion I loved watching. I'm not going down there. So.
Something's wrong with you.
It's an abortion I watch on repeat.
Instead of Roe v. Wade, David v. Wade.
We'll go to hell for that one.
Hey, we're both going to hell, okay? The DC trailer. I mean, DC kind of looks like they're going in they're going into a different direction. It looks positive so far.
Yeah,
because I think at the moment they've said that they're not going to do shared universes for a while. They're just going to kind of test the waters and put out their movies and see what works.
Why not?
I mean, yeah, because all right, because when Marvel came out, Marvel already knew what they were going to do, especially after the first Iron Man. When that movie was successful, they went, okay, we know what we're going to do now.
Yeah. And
with DC, it was more of a game of catch up. Oh shit, we got to catch up, And in my opinion, they should have left Christian Bale as Batman. Because, I mean, it won't hear me out. Because it's we knew him as Batman for so long, and now we're going to have this new Superman movie come out. It's oh shit, is Christian Bale going to appear? And that was kind of the rumor that he was going to appear at the end, you know, say, hey, I want to start this team, blah, blah, blah. And then they came out with, you know, Ben Affleck is Batman. It's like, so we have a completely new Batman? So, and then they're going to do their other, I guess, character standalone movies, like a Joker movie. And then they're doing this Batman movie that's supposed to come out in 2020. And you're not even sure if Ben Affleck's going to return.
Probably not, because they kind of burned him.
Well, he supposedly says that he'll come back because he just came out of rehab. So he made like a big, you know, post on his Instagram talking about, you know, why he was in rehab. I think it was for drinking. And he just finalized his divorce with Jennifer Garner. So, I mean, the idea behind this supposedly is it's about a younger Batman. So, are they going to take a page out of Marvel's book and use CGI to de-age him?
That'd be interesting if it's done well.
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't have a problem with that. But
get the people that did it when they did it to Robert Downey Jr. in Age of Ultron. Was it Age of Ultron or Civil War?
Civil War.
Civil War, when they did it in Civil War. Get the people who did that to do it.
That'd be an interesting idea, and also, you know, DC might be getting James Gunn to, you know, jump ship.
Yeah. That'd be interesting.
I mean, would you just, like, have him direct the Green Lantern Corps?
Yeah. I would have him do all the space stuff. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's the first thing I'd do. Like, James Gunn, come over here. You can handle the Green Lanterns and everything else. Cosmos of DC.
Yeah, and also the report came out is that they will use his script for Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
I mean, as long as it's better. If they're going to rewrite it, they can make it better.
No, they're going to keep it.
Yeah, the Green Lantern Corps.
No. When all the lanterns, all the different colors, gang up. You've never read that one.
The Lantern Corps?
Oh.
I'm confused.
Look it up.
Look up what?
There, I don't remember exactly what it's called. There's the red, the yellow, green, blue one, I think.
Yeah.
And then there's one more. Can't remember.
Indigo.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's the white one. One white one.
Like 7.
Yeah. And then there's a black one.
Yeah.
It's death.
And they all, the team, one of each teams up, fights whatever. I don't remember what they.
I mean, there's the story of Darkest Night that does that. It's black. It's the Black Lanterns. They're the villains, and the other one, all the others have to team up together to take them on. But that's what you're talking about.
Yes, I want to see that.
I mean, eventually, probably.
And last bit of news. I know this is kind of old news, but the Captain Marvel trailer.
I'm here for that. I am here. I was there. I watched it, and I'm just like, yes.
I want to see more. Cause they're obviously gonna. I mean, obviously they're gonna release like maybe 2 more trailers, but I don't know. I need to kind of see more of that character.
I mean, I'm already there because that's one of my favorite Marvel characters. So, okay, I'm here. Hi, I exist. Mm-hmm. I'm a fan.
I mean, it looks like it's going to be good, but from what I heard, it kind of got maybe a little bit of an underwhelming reaction because I mean, you obviously know who she is, but
yeah,
not really. There's not a lot of people who know who Captain Marvel is, but then again, it's never been a problem for Marvel because I remember I can remember like 6 years ago when one of my coworkers was telling me, yeah, they're making a Guardians of the Galaxy movie. And he's like excited. I'm thinking, am I supposed to know who Yeah, I'm like, who are these people? Am I supposed to know who they are? And, you know, I don't think a lot of people did know because from what I heard, the comics didn't even sell that well.
Yeah, they didn't.
So, and then the movie came out and it blew everyone's fucking mind.
Yeah.
So, there you go. I mean, Captain Marvel will do just fine.
Yes, he did. Anyway.
Brie Larson,
Yes.
I mean, it all comes down to her, because a friend of mine kind of had an interesting, comment about her as Captain Marvel, where when you see her, you don't see Captain Marvel.
Not yet.
Well, yeah, not yet. I mean, because right now, when you see Chris Evans, you see Cap.
Yeah.
When you see Robert Downey Jr., you see Iron Man.
Yeah.
With Brie Larson, I think with her it's different because she hasn't been in too many movies that a lot of people know about.
That's true, and that was kind of, in my opinion, so I would have gone with Ronda Rousey. That would have been like, oh God, perfection.
You need somebody that can actually act too.
Well, I mean, aside from acting, as far as look-wise, so I don't think Ronda Rousey. I think Ronda Rousey could work it, but as far as look-wise, she would have been like grade A, spot on.
You know who would have made a good? You know who would have made a good choice, but I think she's obviously a little too old for the role. Is Charlize Theron?
That's an interesting choice.
That or Emily Blunt?
No, I need Emily Blunt as the Invisible Woman in the Fantastic Four. That's who I need to be that.
With her and her husband?
Hell yeah, that's all I need. It's like I hear that, I don't even have to see a trailer. I'm in the theater waiting. For 4 years, I'll be waiting.
From reports, the Disney and Fox deal might be completed at the end of the year.
Hell yeah.
So we might even just get to see some new characters show up in Avengers 4.
I hope so.
Yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. We covered everything that's been covered in the last month since you've been here.
Yeah.
Was there anything else you wanted to talk about in particular before we call it a night or call it a day?
No, not really. I'm pretty much talked out what I want to talk out.
Mm-hmm. All right. I will see you on Wednesday.
Yes.
Or I'll see you on here on Discord on Wednesday.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Hopefully, we can have you back on a little bit sooner rather than later.
Yeah. Of course.
Don't sound too excited.
Oh wow! I'm just jumping with joy.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
All right, man. Take care.
To the fucking loo.
Toodles. All right. Yeah, we hit our mark. I hit the mark that I wanted to hit. All right. I will edit the show, and it should pretty much as soon as I'm done with it, it'll appear on Spreaker, and it probably will appear on other apps like Google Play, iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, Castbox, and Podbean. It should appear maybe like sometime early in the morning tomorrow. As far as this Wednesday goes, I'm not entirely too sure what I might do, but you guys will be getting a Wednesday show, as always, because I love you guys. I might maybe do maybe a Raw and SmackDown review. I might even have a surprise guest show up. You never know. Anyways, take care, guys.